Heat culture is about team. Heat culture is about leaving all that bullshit out, and everybody in this playing for the Heat. We're not playing for the name on that fucking back. We playing for the Heat, and we know what we need to do, and we coming in and doing it no matter what. And that's what Heat culture is. A lot of people want to do their own stuff, and that's not Heat culture. You're not gonna do your own shit. You're not gonna do your own shit. You're gonna do what you're supposed to do with the team. He never wavered. Nobody was special on that team. You knew who was the guy. You knew who was this. You knew who was that. Everybody knew that. But it was about the team, and we always played as a team, no matter what.
So is that what's affecting the Heat right now with Jimmy Butler? Is they're essentially saying that Jimmy wasn't being a part of Heat culture anymore?
Yeah, but that's Pat's fault to me. All right, you let him fly on his own private jet to different places, and he'll meet the team for shoot around. You let that stuff get out of hand. You let Jimmy Butler come in and say this and that, this and that. You let it get out of hand. And then when Jimmy Butler, now I'm going to tell you this. He deserves his money. He deserves his money. Everybody deserves their money. All right. But you can't play 60% of the games, and I'm in the play-in game. And then we got to work just as hard to get to where we need to get to. I need to not be in a playing game. I need to be 6. If he played 75, 73
You're
games.
4 seed. You're 4 seed.
Right. Easy. They the 4th seed. They got a week off. They rested. But now they're in a playing game. Enough was enough. Enough was enough. And I say this, Pat, you got to understand, Pat is in the driver's seat. Okay. We don't have to trade you. We don't have to trade you. And you still under contract. I understand you want to get traded, but you still got to go out there and not jeopardize games. You shooting a one-legged shot in the corner. When have you seen Jimmy Butler shoot a one-legged shot in the corner? Okay. Another thing, when, and you see him pass the ball when he's supposed to come off a pick and roll. He passed it to the defender. It was just, and I say this, and I should have worded it differently. People think that Pat sent in a 10-page letter or film. I'm saying that if you want to question what Pat did and suspended him, Pat has a 10-page letter or a 10-page, whatever he's going to have, and film to send to you and show you what he's talking about and why he suspended him. Okay? And you go from there. Pat is always ready. Pat is always ready. That's why he didn't do nothing with that Dame Lillard trade. I'm not giving up Bam. I'm not giving up Hero. I am not giving them young boys up, no matter what. Okay? And it got to benefit. It got to benefit the Heat. And that's what they don't understand. If it don't benefit the Heat, Pat is not going to do it. And Jimmy needs to just go out there and play. And his agent needs to just be cool. And everybody needs to just go out there and play. And if you want to trade, it will happen. But you got to go out there and obey your contract because you still under contract. That's what I say.
He playing tonight.
Jimmy is back playing tonight. Yeah, he's back playing tonight. So say he do go out there and play, and he go out there and play well. He looked like Jimmy that was taking the Miami Heat to the NBA Finals. Is there a possibility that they can mend this, or is it over?
What Jimmy said to Pat in his face, he wants to get traded. He wants to get out of there. I think it's over. I don't think there's no patching up because he told him in his face what he wants. He wants to be traded. But Pat is like, I don't want Bradley Beal. They came out and said that. I don't want Bradley Beal. I don't want to take on that contract. So he gonna have to find something that benefits him and the Miami Heat. And him and Mickey are on the same page. Now, if it gets out of hand, then they can sit him down and say, look, just stay at home. We'll pay you. And I don't believe, me personally, I don't believe he's going to opt out of $52 million.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of bread. A lot of dough.
I triple dog dare you to opt out of $52 million.
That's a lot of dough,
that's
man.
That's
a lot of dough. You know, and the problem is, if you opt out of the 52, it's hard for another team to just come and outright pay you $52 million. They got to have a max contract, a super max slot. It's hard to find that, man. People don't be understanding these rules.
Yeah, the intricacy
like,
of a collective bargaining. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for a team to just come and be like, oh yeah, we're going to give you $40 million. Like it'd be hard to create that type of cap space, especially with this new second apron. I don't think people understand that. It's tough. Even with the trade, like everybody's saying like, yo, you know, he's going to get traded. It's
he's hard to trade. It's
hard to trade a guy that make $52 million a year. Like you got to give up. For instance, if you look at our roster, say you want to trade, say you want to trade for Jimmy with the least amount of players that you could on our roster.
That's 4.
That means either you got to trade Jimmy straight up for Steph.
Yep.
Or you have to trade Jimmy for me and Wiggs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, right? So I don't think you're going to do that. So then now you start looking at,
what else?
Well, you got to trade like 5 guys
to match that
for
money.
one guy. Then you start getting into, well, you need a third team because now you got to clear rosters. It's hard to trade. And then also another thing is people don't understand in this league when you start talking trades. It's great players don't get traded.
Right.
Right? Like, that just don't happen. Like, great players in their prime, you don't get traded.
You know, I mean, it's going to be difficult, man. It's going to be difficult. And difficult. You know, like I said, I wish everybody get their money. And be happy. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to find the team that needs you to get over the hump. Don't have the cap space. That's it. So if
that's true,
if they were to make a move for you, then they got to debunk everything that they build up towards to fit you in the puzzle. And so I don't see it happening either. I do. I mean, I'd love to see him get his money, but you know, it's a good. Miami got a good squad, right? Him and Pat, they ain't gonna really see eye to eye. Some gonna have to go, but you know, he gonna have to play his way back into who he is to get his value back. First and foremost.
And you letting your teammates down, man.
Right.
Your teammates, they need you. They want you. They want you to play. They want you to be there. It's been a lot of disgruntled people that was upset with management, a la Michael Jordan, but he made it work.
Yeah.
You know, he made it work. You know, it's plain and simple. You know, but
Kobe was upset with management in LA.
Yeah, Kobe. He made it work.
It out.
He made it work. You know, so I mean, you can make it work. It's up to Jimmy. I still think it could work, man. I still think it could work if, you know, your team, I think, you know, Hero, Bam, and those guys have to come to Jimmy and be like, yo, Jimmy, man, we need you, man. Just come out here and just play and let the chips fall where they're gonna fall. Yep. Because if you do what you say you're capable of doing, and if you play,
y'all got a chance.
You got a chance. You know, I'm gonna tell you this. Boston is scared of Jimmy. They don't want to see Jimmy play. They scared of Jimmy.
They don't like to see Jimmy coming.
No. Milwaukee is scared of Jimmy.
That's a fact. They don't like to see him coming either.
See Jimmy coming. I watch the games all the time. He be out there abusing folks.
Yeah.
They scared of his defense. They scared of his offense. They scared of him making plays. They just scared of him. So, I mean, If he plays and if he right, everything is cool with them.
Yeah.
And you got a young hero that's healthy now. That's healthy. That's looking at itself. Could be an all-star this year.
Yeah, he balling right now.
He could be an all-star this year.
Yeah.
You know?
He could be.
So I mean, they got some pieces, and they 8, 9, and if Jimmy comes and plays, they go. If they win 6 in a row, they right there 5, 4.
Yep.
Easy.
And that's exactly where you want to be.